From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DBIC, the Primetime Capper, and this is Horsin Around, presented by Stable Duel. It's the New Year's Eve edition for Santa Anita today. I know I'm running a little late right now. The race one just went off. Distorted Princess was our horse. I did go ahead and tweet out where I was at with that, but here goes a quick review. If you didn't see it, we had this Distracted Princess 2-1 went off at a very, very small number. It was only a 4-horse field, and Map to My Heart did finish second. So if you guys, so pretty much a ice cold exacted to start the day off and everything. But that race is final right now. Distracted Princess was the winner of this race at, I think, 1-5. So there it is. There it is. Now let's go ahead and jump into race 2 today. In race 2, we have the starter optional claiming going on, 8 furlongs, and no turf racing today because there was a storm in Southern California yesterday. It is a beautiful day today, but the turf did not drain out in time, so they're going to give it about a day, and then they'll be back to it tomorrow. So in this race, we're going to go with the highest rated horse in the field. It's going to be Fowler Blue. Fowler Blue is a very good-looking horse. I like the way that this horse is looking on the figs as well, too. The horse is coming in here looking to get themselves a good win today. And the horse is trained by Luis Mendez and is going to be ridden by Edwin Maldonado. Now, if anybody wants to know who Luis Mendez is, he is the assistant trainer to Peter Miller. So when you hear these, so when you see these horses, they're Peter Miller horses. Okay, so pretty much, Fowler Blue should be pretty good. And then we have King Apollo, who's 2-1 today as well. This horse has Kristen Moho as the trainer, and Umberto Rispoli is going to be riding this horse. This horse probably has probably could be the fastest horse in this race. That's why this horse will probably be getting a whole lot of love right now before we get the post. So we'll see how it goes for King Apollo today. Then we have Fowler Blue. I'm sorry. We have the number 1 horse, Arabiata. 4-1 on the morning line. We'll see how it goes, though. This horse is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill, and it's going to be ridden by Mario Gutierrez. This is a Redden Racing owned colt as well, too, out of Tappet and out of a Harlan's Holiday mare. So this horse does have everything it takes to go ahead and best this field. We'll see how it goes, see how it checks out. We have SoCal Red, who's going to be trained by Steve Knapp and ridden by Ryan Curatolo. So this should be a good one as well, too. And Ryan Curatolo is new to the jockey colony and everything like that. So, let's welcome him in today. He might be able to do something big on his first day at work. So we'll see how it goes and see how it checks out. So there it is with our second race of the day, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be starter optional claimer for $40,000. Now we move on to race 3. In race 3, we have ourselves the 2-horse today, Self-Isolation. Self-Isolation is a 5-2 morning line as we speak right now. And this is going to be a very, very good field as well, too. So we do have Mario Gutierrez and Doug O'Neill connecting as usual. And then this is a Redden Racing horse. And this is going to be a Square Eddie filly out of a Spring at Last mare. So this should be pretty good because Self-Isolation knows Santa Anita very well. One of the highest rated horse in the race as well, too. And the horse may have the most experience in the group. Now, I know the horse is coming back around after 21 days, but I like that. I think that the horse is sharp coming out of training and everything like that. So I think that it should be a very good spot for Self-Isolation. Then we have Feeling Graceful. Feeling Graceful is going to be pretty good. And this is a grazing filly out of a Bold Warrior mare. And this horse is coming in after 2 months off. So the horse is fresh. So we'll see how it goes for this horse today. And Feeling Graceful will be in our second spot. And then when we line up our third spot, All Dialed In. All Dialed In is a dialed in filly and is out of a Mukadin mare. So this horse is another horse that is only 21 days off since their last race. I think that the Harris Farms filly should be able to stick into this group and does loom the danger today. And then we have Belly O's Music. Belly O's Music is going to be in the 4-hole, and it's going to be a McLean Music filly out of a Giant Causeway mare. This horse is another one that's been only off for 21 days. So the horse should be sharp coming into this race. And I think that we do have probably the best group going in the race as well, too. But keep your eyes out on ANITA, a horse that's been out for almost a year. And usually when you have a horse that's been out almost a year who's super fresh on fresh, those are kind of the wild cards in the race. Are they going to take to the track, things of that nature? I just couldn't do anything with ANITA today, but I will sit here and look at her race a little, look at her how she does a little bit closely for the next time out. So we move forward and we have race 4, and we have ourselves a good group. In this one, this is another maiden special weight. Now, sorry for the top horses, but B Doc is our top horse in this group. B Doc is going to be 3-1 on the morning line, and that's odes to Brian Dawkins, the former Philadelphia Eagle Hall of Famer as well, too. And I know that's exactly where they got that name from. Now, this horse is going to be a Gormley colt out of a Super Saver mare. This horse is going to be ridden by Umberto Rispoli, trained by Doug O'Neill. So this should be a good combination. This should be able to get this horse home in a timely fashion. And then we also have McLaren Vale. McLaren Vale is going to be a Bob Baffert trainee. It's going to be ridden by John Velasquez. This is a gun runner colt out of Any Given Saturday mare. So this should be a nice little head-on duel, but I know the horse that does loom the danger, and I'm going to be looking over my shoulder for him as well, too. Godsend. But this is a 4-horse field, so I would say it comes down to those 3 horses right there, but I do like the 3 and the 2 just a bit more. Godsend is getting Money Mike Smith riding on him today, but still, I don't think that really makes me like jump up to want to get with this type of race and everything like that. I just think that today B-Doc will be a much better in this spot. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it shakes out. We move forward from there, and we get to race 5. In race 5 today, we have ourselves a very good group. Once again, this is going to be a group that's going to be a claiming group. And this is another 4-horse field, Italiano scratched out. And we're going to go with a horse by the name of Heart Full of Stars. Now, Heart Full of Stars has been a good money horse for me. The 6-year-old gelding out of Astrology and out of a Officer mare. So I like the way this sets up. You got Edwin Alvarez, who's not a big name trainer at Santa Anita, but you also have Tyler Bates, who's a very, very, savvy veteran and everything like that. Things might be a little slow for Tyler, but we know that Tyler can be trusted in spots like this, especially in a field this short. So I do like Heart Full of Stars because I have a history with Heart Full of Stars, who's a really good horse in my opinion. Then we have California Street. I think is a horse that's a little bit overhyped. California Street is always a big favorite, things of that nature. But I think that this horse always figures out a way to just hang, and I don't like that. So California Street, I feel like Heart Full of Stars will best that horse today. So we'll see how it goes. But this is a wide open field once again, 4-horse field. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But I do like Heart Full of Stars a lot, and I feel like he's one of my better bets for the first half of the day. So let's go ahead and jump into our early pick 5. And I know it's kind of late, but we did all bet leg 1 and in leg. So we do have it rolling right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 5 in leg 2. We also have in leg 3, 2, 3, 6, and then in leg 4 we have 2 and 3. And we finish off in leg 5 with Heart Full of Stars singled. Now, since we're in the races, since we're already in race 2, you guys, if you missed it and on Twitter, you guys can go ahead and use these the legs 2 through 5 as your pick 4, and then you guys will have a pick 4. And let's see if this will go ahead and hit. So there it is. There it is with the early pick 5. So with that, I'm going to be right back with the second half of the card for today. And this is Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel.
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and Get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
All right, we are back with Horsing Around, presented by Stable Duel. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and jump into race 6 for today. Race 6 is a very another intriguing race as well too. I think that a lot of us will be very happy on what we see here. Now, this is a maiden special weight, but this is a very deep maiden special weight. We call this, and everybody knows we call these baby races blase, blase. But this race right here is one of these races that can signify who's going to be a big player on the Kentucky Derby trail. You know what I mean? You have Bob Baffert with 2 entries in this today, and then you have John Sadler with the monster favorite in this race today. Where we landed on was Mow Them Down. Mow Them Down is a Mohey Men colt out of a Tisnow mare. Slam Dunk Racing prodigy as well too. Drayden Van Dyke is getting the call today on this horse, and Phil D'Amato is the trainer for this horse. This combination is one that doesn't get used a lot, but I think that they're onto something. Out of the 7 starts that they've had together, they did get 1 win. So that's the ROI is not looking that great, but for a short amount of races, this is pretty good. And I think that what Phil D'Amato is doing here, he's taking a smaller jockey in Drayden Van Dyke, who is the weight that you need to be, but I think that he's taking Drayden Van Dyke gives this horse a little bit of interest here. You know what I mean? I think that Drayden can push this horse to limits that this horse has not seen yet. So I love Mow Them Down in this spot. I think that the pedigree is what is called for. People have to understand Mohey Men was like a $3 million auction horse. So, he was always his best days were always going to be in the shed. Even though he didn't perform as well as they wanted him to on the track, his best days were always going to be in the shed. So I know that this horse is going to be ready to roll because the pedigree lineage is just incredible. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. Then we got Thunder, the John Sadler trainee. This is a West Point thoroughbreds horse as well too. And Flavian Pratt gets the call on this horse today. This is an Arrogate colt out of a Silver Deputy mare. So, Arrogate, the short-lived legend, the richest North American racehorse ever. It's just because he won the Pegasus. So pretty much got Thunder is here, and you got Arrogate, and he has Arrogate as his head. So we'll see how this one goes. And then we have Wharton. Wharton is a really good looking horse as well too. This is the Bob Baffert trainee. Candy Ride colt out of the Include mare. John Velasquez is going to be riding this horse for Bob, and we'll see how it goes today with this group. But I think that we're on to something here as well too with Wharton moving forward. I think Wharton's best days are going to be in 2022. And we have another real fun horse here, and Armagnac. Armagnac is another Bob Baffert trainee. This is a 5-2. The horse is looking. Got Money Mike Smith riding. It's a quality royal coat as well. So this should work out a little for us. And I think that any 4 of these horses can win this race. I just like Mow Them Down because Mow Them Down has the price, and I think that this winds up being a race where price does win. So we'll see how it goes, and we move forward to race 7. We have another really tight race, and this is going to be another short field. We have like 3-4 horse fields at Santa Anita today, so that's why you don't see me with the 4 horses in each race. Now this is a 5-horse field, and I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Moment of Peace. John Sadler is the trainer, and Jersey Joe Bravo is going to be the jockey for this horse. Now this is a maiden special weight as well too, and this horse is a Tappet colt out of a Candy Ride mare. Now the lineage, everything is there. This horse is looking good in the morning. I think this should be a good spot for this horse to go ahead and get their photo taken today. Now, Flying Drummer will be the bet down favorite at the gate. Gun Runner colt out of a successful appeal mare. John Velasquez is riding for Bob Baffert once again today. So we'll see how it goes with this one. And Flying Drummer is the horse to beat, but I think Moment of Peace is just going to be a little bit better here at the once we get to the stretch and get down to the nitty gritty of the race. And then we have Cover Me Up. Cover Me Up is going to be by Richie Baltas and ridden by Diego Herrera. This horse is a mastery colt out of a Daher mare. So J Racing is the owner of the horse. So we'll see what Cover Me Up can do today. Cover Me Up probably has some of the best figs in here and can keep up with the top two horses in this group fairly easily. So we'll see what this race shakes out to, but I think that we come down to a duel between the 5 and the 6. All right, we move forward. Let's go ahead and get into race 8. We have Loudmouth. Loudmouth is going to be a 6-1 6-1 morning line today. We have Loudmouth, who's trained by Steve Knapp and ridden by Abel Cedillo. This horse is is a boisterous and out of a Tail of the Cat mare. So the horse's figures look really good coming into the race. You see that the horse has had a good 40 days off as well, too. Has one of the stronger horses in this race as well. So I think this should wind up being one of probably the best race of the day. It's an allowance optional claimer for $72,000. It's the highest purse of the day, so it should be pretty good. And we're dealing with Loudmouth because Loudmouth has the most wins in this group. Loudmouth is 6 for 19. So I know the horses ran a lot, but this means that the horse is always ready to show up and race. So I like what I see here. I think Loudmouth gets their picture taken today. We have Strong Constitution in the second hole. This horse has been struggling a little bit, but they always come to compete. And the horse has been off for 19 days, so they see something in this horse that says to them that the horse should be able to run big today. So we're going to see if the horse will be able to run big today. And then we have our third horse is going to be Took Charge. Took Charge is going to be a big favorite here. Horse is Take Charge Indy Gelding out of an Indian Charlie mare. So, this horse has been off for 33 days. It should be really sharp coming into the race as well. It looked really good during their practice drills as well. So, I think Tick Charge is a very good pick, and it will be the horse to beat here. But this is a wide open field as well, too. And then we have Ground Attack. Ground Attack is a 10-1. This horse is going to be trained by Kieran Headley, and Emily Ellingwood is going to be riding. So you got the ladies first situation going on here with these two. And I think that a lot of, if you do have some ladies who love betting, when they see that these two are the combination for that, this will be their horse in this race. But that doesn't make me want to bet the horse. I see a lot of things in this horse that I like a lot, and this is a horse that's from the estate of the late great Bruce Headley, who recently passed away. So this is his daughter, so this will be a very fun, emotional win on New Year's Eve if that horse is able to get home. But we'll see how it goes, but I do like Ground Attack a lot in this race, and it's the oldest horse in the race as well, too, a Surf Cat gelding out of a Grand Slam mare. All right, so we move on to race 9, and in race 9, we have ourselves the deepest group of the day. This is going to be actually a 11-horse field to be exact, and from where I'm going with this one, I got a horse by the name of Irresistibly Sexy. That's 8-1. Ian Krujak is the trainer for this horse. This is an informed gelding out of a QV mare. So Edwin Maldonado gets the mount today on this horse, and this horse is really fast. So when you got Edwin Maldonado riding, you have one idea: hit the front and don't look back. So I love Irresistibly Sexy. Let's see how this horse shapes up, and I think that we should be on to something here. Then we have Careless Kitten. This is going to be the Kent DeSormo ridden horse, and Val Bricknerhoff is going to be the trainer. Now, this is more of a, personal buddy type situation. So there's something that Ken knows about the horse, and Val is very high on the horse. So that's why they're setting this situation up. And then you have the horse being a Jim Heist gelding out of an aftermarket mare. So this horse can run big, should be in the fold of things, looms of danger. Let's see how it goes. We have Heredia Boxer. Heredia Boxer is going to be a gelding out of Broken Vow and a Congrats mare. This horse is going to be ridden by Wayne Barrett and is going to be trained by the owner of the horse as well too, Oscar Heredia. So this is a trainer owner situation with my jockey. So usually these horses are just horses that fill up the field, but this horse has all the figs to compete well with this group today and get his trainer a good victory. So we'll see how it goes. And then we have ourselves another really fun horse today in Seti Cento. Seti Cento is a horse that's going to be trained by Cliff Sice and ridden by Abel Cedillo it's a congrats gelding out of a Dynafor former mare. I haven't said I've seen a Dynaformer in a long time, but Abel Cedillo is trying to knock off Flavian Pratt. So this is a good spot for him to try to get a good win, because from what you can see here on the ticket, there is no Flavian Pratt here at the end of the day. If it was, it's probably the horse that scratched out. So when I see this, I say to myself, okay, let's have some fun today. Seti Cento should be really good. And then you know what? This is kind of a hunch, but I threw this horse in because I love the Super High Five. Let me give you guys a great story about the Super High Five before we wrap up. One time, the Super High Five, it was on New Year's Eve. I can never forget this. It was on New Year's Eve, and this ticket literally hit for. This was the greatest ticket you would ever see at Santa Anita. They had a horse that was, I think, 80-1 to win the race. And then the second place horse was like 35-1. Then the third place horse was like 60-1 because there was a big favorite in the race. Then the fourth horse was like another like 25-1. And then like the fifth horse was like 9-2 or something like that. I'm not making this up. There was I think it was a $300,000 carryover on the Super Hi-Fi ticket. The superfecta was like $500,000. This was like the most insane exotics ticket I've ever seen in my life. It was everything was carried over, but still the pick 4 got hit, the pick 5 got hit, and these were big numbers that it got hit for. So never go to sleep on New Year's Eve on the last race, because this is probably the most unpredictable race of the day, and that's why I just wanted to go ahead and throw that story in there. I remember my jaw literally dropped to the floor. It was a real obscure jockey who won that day as well too, on that horse. So it was crazy because it was like it was the same exact situation, a maiden claiming race. So don't ever discount the 60-70-1s in these late spots on New Year's Eve, because I'm telling you, Santa Anita always loves to shake up the apple cart. They know things that we don't know. So there it is. There it is. All right, we move on to the pick 6, and then in pick 6 today, it's races 4 through 9. We have leg 1, 2, 3, leg 2, 1, 4. Then we are going to go in leg 3 with 1, 2, 6. Then we have leg 4, 5 with the 5 singled. Then in leg 5 we have the 1, 3, 5, and then in leg 6 we have the 7 singled. This is going to be $108 investment. Now with the late pick 4, I went ahead and I made a very affordable ticket today, $24. This is going to be, we're going to start off with the 1, 2, 5, 6. Then we're going to go 5, 6 in leg 2. And then we're going to all bet leg 3, because as I said before, that's by far one of the longest groups of the day. And then I'm just going to keep being redundant here and single to 7. I really feel good about Irresistibly Sexy today. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. And that's going to be the New Year's Eve card for Santa Anita, the great race place. Tomorrow I'll have the New Year's Day card on time for you, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. So I thank you guys very much for tuning in today. You guys are the absolute best. And once again, Happy New Year's. We're walking in 2022 with our heads high, a lot of confidence, and ready to win the day every day, okay? So once again, if I don't see you face to face, if I don't tell it to you through text or message or anything like that, Happy New Year, okay? And go Michigan later on tonight. Even though I'm not a Michigan fan, go Michigan later on tonight. Go ahead and bet up that plus 240 on them tonight. Let's see if we can go home and get the big dog home. All right, so there it is, man. This is Horsin Around, presented by Stable Duel. I'm your host, Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper. As I always say, if you got a hunch, bet a bunch. Always bet with your head, not with your heart. The movement is moving, and I bid adieu. Have a beautiful day. And once again, Happy New Year's to you.